on last week's show.
I'm ready. Controversial could I have been if you guys didn't get it?
Canned vegetables.
And I think that helped to create a different spirit.
About $30 a week.
Because when our own people make fun of us.
Your cheesecake was the bomb.
Hyperbaric chambers, antibiotics, stem cell research, cryogenics, the Bee Gees staying alive. When the money is gone, the art survives. Gail Fulton Ross, portraits are forever.
The Sarasota Orchestra has something for everyone. For more information, visit sarasotaorchestra.org. Season tickets still available. Specializing in organizational work, Terry Sullivan is making order from disorder at home and office. Visit organizationmansullivan.com. Elegant Designs customizes unique floral arrangements for weddings, gifts, and special events. Visit elegantdesignflowers.com. I'm Catherine Provenza. Visit my official website at azureflame.com. Visit don411.com for information on Sarasota's performing arts.
On the Town with Lorenzo is brought to you by Sangria, Tapas Bar and Restaurant, and Ivory Lounge.
What's the official name of today?
It's Private Eyes, a tour of beautiful homes and private collections.
Faye Hayes, you're the executive director with Art Center Sarasota.
Okay, right.
And where did this idea come from?
Well, it just came out of a lot of brainstorming and conversations. We are in just such a rich, creative community.
And now I'm here with Miss Futterman. Now, you're an artist. Some of the people that we've had a chance to meet on today's tour have been people who love art, but they don't create it themselves. But you're a creator.
Right. And I've always been a creator. And I started working when I was about 12 years old. And I just kept plugging away, even though I was discouraged many times by some of my teachers. But I got this urge that I had to be an artist, and I kept plugging away. And I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and then I got married and moved to Pennsylvania. When I got to Pennsylvania, I decided to, I'd already graduated from college, NYU in New York, in advertising and journalism, because I had been discouraged from art. And so then I went back to school, and we lived near Bucknell University in Susquehanna, and I took courses, and then went to Penn State and got my MFA. And my parents had discouraged me from art too, and I'm fortunate. But I started teaching, and I kept plugging away through the years. I was already in my late 30s, early 40s when I started to make a reputation.
Well, Indian Beach doesn't leave anything to be desired when it comes to art and its collectors. I'm here with Frank Folsom Smith. Frank, your collection is amazing.
Well, thank you. It's not really what I'd call a collection. It's just things we love, and most of the artists we know, like this Sid Solomon back here. Sid was one of my dear friends. These are all local people.
Right. And I was going to say, what I'm hearing from you are that you support the local arts.
We support the local arts and the local artists because that's the best, you know, and
because we're important.
Yeah, right. And we have some things from friends from other parts of the country, and we have a few things that just we bought because we liked.
Howard, you share this beautiful home with Mrs. Michaels, or Miss Carolyn Michaels. This is beautiful. What I like about your home is it screams, I love art and I love music.
Yes, it also screams we love life because it's a very casual home to live in. There's nothing fancy about it, but our collection is eclectic and fun.
And why did you decide to share your collection with everyone today?
This is Carolyn's collection. This is Carolyn's home. She bought the house in 1985, and I always like to say that Carolyn collected the art and I collected Carolyn because we married in 2000. So so that's and so Carolyn always likes to share her art because she's very proud of it.
Is there a particular piece in the home that every time you walk past it or every time you look at it, it gives you a particular feeling of joy or accomplishment?
Well, because I'm in the theater, people always ask me what's my favorite play, and I always tell them the last play I directed. So really, there's no particular piece that I like. I just like the whole collection.
And what was that?
I'm sorry.
The last play you directed?
Oh, God. The last play I directed was Visiting Mr. Green at the Oslo Theater.
Because had you say I don't remember, I would have fallen out on the floor laughing. Well, we thank you so much for sharing your home with us, and I'm sure everybody that comes through feels the same way that I do, that we just feel like we're leaving with so much knowledge.
Thank you.
And I look forward to being back again.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.